based on today's news, the fast progress toward dollarization seems to have stopped for now. In the last few days, the Brics countries, which are the biggest threats to the dollar, made an announcement at their annual summit that seems to have hurt them more than helped. This is about Brics Pay, or more specifically what Brics Pay is missing. The threat to the dollar is now fading, which is a huge shame because the Brics impact and connections keep growing every day, which is good for Ripple and XRP. The Prime Ministers of India and Spain just announced that they will be signing a joint declaration and ambitions agreement to strengthen their economic and diplomatic ties. This is very important news, and Ripple has already teamed up with Cked to change the way digital currency is used in India. Russia is also said to be in talks with other Brics countries about setting up an international exchange for precious metals, which is also a very bullish sign. During the most recent Brics summer, 13 new partner countries were added to the group. These countries are not yet full members, but they are still joining, which is great right now. 159 countries around the world are ready to use the new Brics Pay method. This video from Professor St. Onge, on the other hand, says that the Brics' choice to switch from a gold-backed payment system to a mix of currencies could bring them down. Pay close attention. There was a lot of talk about how Brics would finally kill the US dollar, but all they could come up with was a silly little currency basket that will fail. Brics is interesting because it's bringing together more and more of the countries that make things. So making things in China and getting raw resources in Russia, Saudi Arabia, and Dubai, because the US and Europe are deindustrializing and banning fossil fuels to please environmentalists, this could mean that we owe our future to countries that don't like us. It looks like Brics is making steady progress on the fast payments, which would protect them from penalties from the West. They really missed the mark on the big one, though, money. So Russia had been talking about a Brics backed by gold for years. That would really put the dollar to the test, since gold keeps its value better than paper. They messed up with a dull old currency basket that will fail if they are stupid enough to try it. If you put all of their bad currencies like the ruble, yuan, and rupee into a basket, you can call it a Brics currency basket. That's a bad idea. Most of the Brics countries have bad economies, so Brazil has a long history of hyperinflation, and Russia and Iran are close. There is not a chance in hell that a basket of bad loans will replace the dollar, at least not for trade between Brics countries like China and Russia. I agree, to be honest. It's not clear to me why the Brics chose to get rid of the gold-backed system. We can see gold that central banks have right now has just gone over the euro for the first time ever, and it's going up every day. It's now at 17.6%. Why would they throw away the gold for the first time in history? I don't get it. Putin seems to think that the Brics infrastructure is good enough right now to make payments across borders. We've seen Russian bank papers that talk about this infrastructure and how it uses Ripple's technology. There may be a link. Putin may be saying that XRP and Ripple are good enough for sending money. BRX alliance in the past, and I will show more in this video. But this is the main reason I think that the 159 countries ready to accept BRX Pay, why they need XRP to save them. Since there are so many currencies in the mix, a huge group of currencies, they'll need a bridge to connect them all. Right now, XRP looks like it will be the key to the growth of the BRX. We can see from Fame 21 more that Cryptoderum's Pay document called DCMS, the centralized cross-border messaging system, hints that their cross-border part uses EVM. Also, I swear that Ripple is working on an EVM sidechain. I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure I'm not. I think that XRP will be used to connect this huge union to the rest of the world and even to the new payment system. The best part is that this video from CNBC shows proof that the Brics are very bullish on some crypto right now. They're also making a big contribution to the current Bitcoin rally, which Van Eck confirmed in this interview. This is a good reason to be optimistic about the generational wealth and run that's about to happen. We can make in the next 12 to 18 months. So I just made a Discord group that anyone can join for free. Right now, 430 of us are working to become financially free and sharing our knowledge to get rich in this bull cycle. If you want to join, click the link in the description below. Also, Matthew Sigel, head of digital assets research, says in this interview with CNBC that we are seeing a very bullish setup for Bitcoin going into the election, which is in just 7 to 8 days, and the Brics are helping with this. So basically, expect higher highs and a new listen very carefully. Bitcoin has a negative relationship with the US dollar and a positive relationship with money supply growth, or M2. These are the most important long-term connections. In this case, it's clear that the Fed's change has sped up money growth again. That could be a part of the story. There was also some seller fatigue in the past few months. The US and German governments together sold $2 billion worth of Bitcoin to show their dislike. There is less of that now, and I think the election is helpful. We think this is a great time for Bitcoin to go up before the election. We saw the same trend in 2020 when Bitcoin was behind and didn't change much. After a winner was named, there was a high volume rise as new buyers entered the market. The great thing about Bitcoin is that new buyers sign up every day. That's kind of like the video game business. Old people who don't like it die off. It works for the new people. What we think is that as soon as the election results are known, Moody's will lower the rating of U.S. government debt, which could help Bitcoin. It is not a U.S. asset. It's an asset for emerging economies. The Brics group held a meeting in Russia last week while everyone was freaking out about the electoral process. This year, Brics has added 6 new teams. There is now more money in Brics than in G7 put together. Out of the 6 new members, 3 are now mining Bitcoin with help from the government. These are Argentina, the United Arab Emirates, and Ethiopia. Without going through the U.S. reckless economic policy, countries around the world need to find a way to get around it right away. In fact, Russia revealed a plan to do something there. Sovereign Wealth Fund is going to put money into a regional project to build Bitcoin mining and AI infrastructure across Brics. The goal is to use Bitcoin to settle all global trade. For the second time, this is a big chance event. That being said, we know that elections have a big effect on the stock market and cryptocurrency markets in particular. Interestingly, garlinghouse, the CEO of Ripple, confirmed in this interview that we will have a reset no matter who wins the next election. That word again, we're going to start over. We will start over no matter what happens in the next election. I think there are a lot of different opinions on how big that restart should be. I see that Trump came out very early and strongly in support of crypto and said he was going to be the crypto president. Kamala and her team have been more subtle. But look, I think you already know that Kamala Harris is from Silicon Valley. Over the years, I think she's been mostly in favor of technology. It's not like she said much about it. I believe that there will be a restart, though, no matter what. Things are going to get better. That is something I am very much looking forward to. From my point of view, we could be just 7 days away from the start of a generational run or the start of one. The Brics developments will, of course, help XRP's value skyrocket, but you should do your own research first. Come hang out, chat, and learn more in the physical server, getting the development moment that looks short-term, long-term, and I'll see you in the next one.